Well, I've given the dye some time to dry. Came out pretty good. Now, like I said, there's going to be some excess dye on the outside. And all you got to do, I just use a paper towel, is just give it a buffing. And that'll take the excess dye off. Or most of it anyway. But also, that'll give it a little bit of a shine. Do that with both sides. Oops. Today, though, we're going to start burnishing the edges and finishing the inside of it. Now, to start off with burnishing, I just use a damp. I got bits on my work station here. Bits. Start off with burnishing the edges. I'm just going to take myself a sponge with just water and wet the edges a bit. Take my burnisher and rub it briskly. Now I'm going to find the groove that most fits the thickness of the leather, which is that one there. And just give it a quick burnish. The idea is you want your edges pretty. Nothing looks worse than unfinished edges on a holster. And there you go, that's just a quick water burnish. Now I'm going to go over the rest of these edges with my burnisher, with water in my burnisher. And then when we come back, we're going to set up and get ready to do our burnishing with the gum trag. See you in a minute. All right. Got my gum trag in my clamp. I've got a wet burnish on these edges. And now it's time to do a gum trag burnish. Let's take a little bit on a dauber. And well, put it on the edge. Don't take great gobs of it. I'll just put a little bit on and let it sit for a little bit. It'll soak in a little and dry a little bit. And then it'll be ready for burnishing. One thing I do try to pay attention to though is the direction of the grain. Leather does have a grain, and I try to apply stuff in the direction that the grain's going. Like if I pull it back this way, I can feel it catching, but if I push it back that way, it's smooth. And I'll just let that dry for a little bit. No, that's long enough. We'll go ahead and burnish it. Now I'm going to try to avoid touching that edge and just take care of this edge first. And same thing. Just take my burnisher to it. And what that'll do is that'll work the gum trag in and give it a nice burnish. Hand's starting to cramp up. Just that quick, and there you go. That's a nice burnished edge. Hope y'all can see that. Usually when it starts squeaking, that's when you know that it's pretty much ready. I'll do this upper edge here. Right here, can you hear that squeak? Just a little more on this end. Doesn't really take much to get a nice burnished edge, especially after you've done it a few thousand times. And there you go. There's the top edge. Actually, need just a little bit more right up here. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and finish up those edges, and then we'll get ready to put a finish coat on the inside. I'm going to be using, where is it? Tan coat for that. We'll be back in, well, just a minute. The edges are all done. I've given them some time to dry, but I got them all burnished and gum tragged, and basically, well, they're done for now. Now I'm going to go ahead and take my tan coat and put a finish coat on the inside. Reason is, once these two pieces are glued together, like that, even after it's molded like that, it's kind of hard to get down in there and get every place with the top coat. So I just go ahead and do it while it's in two pieces, making sure I get any kind of scraps or cat hairs off of it. Because anybody that owns cats knows that the cat hairs go everywhere. And we got 3 cats. They're kind of fun. They all 3 have their own little personalities. Anyway, I just take my dauber, dip it in, spread it on. It'll soak in a little bit, and we'll have a nice protective coating on the inside of the holster. There's people that don't finish the inside of their holster, and that's fine too. You know, they don't dye it or anything. And it looks pretty good. Me, I don't know. It just looks like it's an unfinished holster. But just some tan coat on the inside, and also put it on the edges that I just burnished. That'll help to protect them. Oh, I went against the grain there. I felt it catching. On the edges, get the excess off. There we go. And actually, I can go ahead and burnish those back. And that's what I mean by the edges being done for now. Because the idea is, I'm going to be working on these edges throughout the making of this holster. As far as I'm concerned, the edges aren't done until the holster is done. And then I'm still picking at them. Now all I gotta do is do the same thing to this side. Then we gotta let it wait. Then we gotta wait. Then we gotta wait and let it dry, I'm trying to say. Because I want this completely dried on the inside, because the next step is to glue these two halves together. And if it's not completely dry, this part will tend to want to stick together too, and I don't want that. So, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing to this side and let it dry, and next time we're together, we'll go ahead and glue it. See you then.